Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Time to outline a couple of value stock picks for you now with our value stock strategist at Zacks.com, Tracey Ryniec, who joins us once again. You've got a couple of interesting picks here this time again. Yeah. CSX Corporation, CSX, the ticker symbol, railroad company.
Yeah, I've never covered them, which I'm kind of surprised about because, you know, they're well known. They have a railroad in 23 eastern states. And, you know, the railroads have been kind of interesting. They were down on their luck during the recession, but are really making a big comeback here. And CSX actually reported among the earlier of the companies. So they were kind of one of the bellwethers out there showing us that things are getting much better in the economy because not only did they beat estimates, but volumes were rising and rising across almost all their segments. So, you know, that's a positive thing when the transport starts saying, hey, we're shipping everything all around the eastern part of the United States. Right. So things look good for them. You know, estimates are up on the beat and the positive comments that the CEO was making in the media. He was on a couple other networks talking about how good the volumes have been and that they're not really seeing a slowdown, or they don't expect to see one going into the second half, which is what you know, investors and the stock markets want to hear. Right. So CSX has been kind of on the cutting edge there. And the chart has been interesting. You know, they really bounced off their lows again in March 2009. And they pulled back in May and June as people started to get a little worried about the double dip because if there is one, the transports will be among the first to see it. Right. But then after this report, I mean, they're clearly not seeing it, not yet. And so the stock has rebounded off that news. And, you know, it's an interesting play right here. It's trading, you know, not super cheap, but not real expensive, around 13, 14 times earnings. So they're in a good position, CSX.
Yeah, shipping is an important economic indicator. PPG Industries, another one that you've written about recently. PPG, the ticker symbol. Old line manufacturing company?
Yeah, they've been around since like 1880s. And I like these companies. You know how I always go into the ones that have been around for forever, but it does show a track record. And they actually have been paying a dividend since the 1890s and like consecutive, all through various wars, recessions, the Great Depression. And they just recently raised it another penny. So, I mean, that's telling you something that the company is able to at least, you know, provide for the shareholders.
448 consecutive dividends.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, that's incredible, especially given what we just went through where everybody was cutting and all of this stuff or getting rid of it completely, and they have continued to pay.
I feel like I've been around that much myself some days, let me tell you.
But PPG is also similar to CSX in that they're kind of they're one of the companies that will do well coming out of a recession, and they are also seeing that. They're a big international company in 38 countries, and they beat estimates and had a good quarter this last quarter, just a week or two ago. They had sales up 11%. That's really good because you're talking about like chemicals and paints, coatings, things like that. Right. And they had it really big in Asia and Latin America, which you would kind of expect because that's the emerging markets that are doing really well right here. They are seeing a little bit of weakness in the construction sector in North America and Europe, but that is somewhat expected. But the emerging markets is countering everything that's going on here, so that's good news for them. Yeah. The estimates are all trending up. The analysts really are bullish on this stock right now and this company, and so you're seeing really good things with the estimates. The chart is also kind of interesting because they did also pull back, again, just like CSX, in the last couple months because, again, if there's going to be a slowdown, you would see it in this kind of sector as well. But the stock has rebounded strongly off their earnings and off this better outlook. And, you know, things look good in this sector, too.
Yeah, they didn't give any third quarter guidance, which is a little curious
to
me, but that didn't seem to stop the analysts.
No, they're all raising, and, you know, the estimate picture looks good. The stock is trading, again, not super expensive, around 13, 14 times, and, you know, the story looks good going forward here.
All right, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
Check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas for yourself on our homepage if you're not there already. Zacks.com. Upper right-hand corner is where we put 4 new stock pick ideas for you daily, one in each of the investing categories written about on Zacks.com. With Tracey Ryniec, I'm Terry Ruffalo.